Every relationship you have ever had failed for the same reason, and you do not even see it. Right now, as you watch this, you are repeating a pattern that pushes away every good man before he even has a chance. Stop saying there are no good men. That is not true. The real truth is harder to swallow. The problem is not that all men are bad. The problem is that you were never shown how to live as a woman. You were taught to fight, to push, to control, to carry weight that is not yours. You were taught to achieve love the way you achieve work, through effort, through tension, through grinding. But men do not respond to your tension, they respond to your softness. And until you see this, you will keep pushing away exactly what you want to hold. Hi, my name is Clyde Blanco, and I talk about men without masks. And today I will show you why your relationships break before they even start, and how you can finally stop pushing and start attracting. Because attraction is not about effort, attraction is about energy. Let me tell you something, you already feel deep down. The more you try to hold a man, the faster he slips away. The more you control, the more he resists. But the moment you let go, the moment you step into yourself, into joy, into your feminine light, suddenly he leans in. That is not magic. That is psychology. That is polarity. I grew up without a father in the rough 90s in Lithuania. I know what broken families create. I carried that pain across Germany, London, and now Bali. I built businesses, I lost them. I got married, I lost it. Sleepless nights in London, staring at the ceiling, empty inside. I remember one night, 3 in the morning. I am staring at my reflection in the bathroom mirror, empty eyes staring back, everything destroyed, family, health, meaning. That moment I asked myself, do I stay in this hell or do I climb out? That was not motivation, that was a decision, and that decision changed everything. I know what it feels like to fight, to push, to grind, and end up with nothing. And I know how to rebuild. That is why I can guide you. And I want to show you the 7 reasons you cannot build the relationship you dream about. Reason 1, over-attachment. You meet a man and suddenly he is your whole world. You delete your friends, you drop your hobbies, you forget your own life. Picture this. He does not text for 3 hours. Your stomach knots. You check your phone every 30 seconds. You make up stories. He is with someone else. He is losing interest. He found someone better. Your friends invite you out. You say no. What if he calls and I miss it? One client told me she stopped posting on social media because she was afraid if she looked happy without him, he would think he is not important to her. Do you recognize this? You grip onto him with tension, and the more you grip, the more he pulls away. You call it love, but it is fear, fear of being alone, and here is the cruel twist. The more you fear losing him, the faster you lose him. Reason 2, wasting time on men with no future. You know he is not right for you, but you stay. He forgets your birthday, cancels plans, flirts with other women. You tell yourself he will change when things settle down, but here is the truth. He will not change. The longer you stay, the deeper you sink. Better someone than no one, right? That is not love. That is need. And while you hold space for the wrong man, you block the right one. You are robbing yourself. Reason 3, unfinished relationships. You broke up, but you never let go. Late at night, you scroll through his Instagram. Who is that girl in his stories? Is he happy without me? You keep his hoodie in your closet. You cannot throw away the birthday card. They still smell like him. They still hurt. You replay conversations in your head. What if I had said this differently? What if I had been better? You check his social media. You compare every new man to him. You still dream about him. And every new man feels it. He feels that you are not fully present. You cannot open your heart when it is still chained to the past. And here is the truth. Until you finish the past, the future cannot begin. Anna, 32, could not stop checking her ex at night. She said she wanted new love, but her heart lived in old photos and old messages. The day she finally boxed his hoodie and deleted the chat thread, she cried for 1 hour and then slept like a child. A month later, she met a man at a bookstore. She said, I did not try. I was just peaceful. He came to me. Reason 4, family patterns. You play scripts that are not even yours. Your mother endured, so you endure. Your father had no authority, so you drag everything alone and never respect men. You think you are choosing freely, but your subconscious is choosing for you. Same pain, different faces. One woman told me she understands she chooses cold men like her father, but warm men seem boring to her. She does not feel anything with them. That is the trap. Your nervous system is wired for familiar pain. Safety feels boring. Drama feels like love. Until you rewire this, you will keep choosing wrong. And you cannot win a game you do not even know you are playing. Reason 5, low self-esteem. You do not value yourself, so you accept crumbs. You silence your needs, afraid you will lose him if you speak. You compare yourself to other women and always lose. And men sense it. If you doubt yourself, he will doubt you more. A man can only see you the way you see yourself. Self-worth is the foundation. Without it, nothing stands. You see her on Instagram, perfect body, perfect life, and you think he deserves someone like her, not you. You want to tell him what you need, but the words die in your throat. What if he thinks I am too much? What if he leaves? So you stay quiet. You accept less. You shrink yourself, hoping if you ask for nothing, he will stay. But here's what happens. He senses your doubt, and it becomes his doubt. Reason 6, no boundaries. He disappears for a week, you forgive him. He raises his voice, you endure. You give intimacy too soon, hoping it will bring closeness. But for him, it is just entertainment. Without rules, you live in chaos. And here is the hardest truth. You are exhausted because you are doing it all wrong. You are trying to earn love like a job. You are chasing, proving, working, stressing. But real love does not come through stress. Real love comes when you relax, when you enjoy, when you open. The more you chase, the faster he runs. The more you try to hold, the more he slips. But when you stop chasing, when you drop the effort, when you start living as a woman, men chase you. This is exactly why I created Magnet. Magnet is not about manipulation. It is not about playing hard to get. It is about you, your state, your light, your feminine magnetism. Imagine this. He does not text you, and instead of panic, you smile and go live your life. That is Magnet. Imagine hearing your ex's name and feeling nothing, just lightness. That is Magnet. Imagine lifting your head and saying with certainty, I am worth more. That is Magnet. And imagine waking up one morning feeling good alone. And that exact moment, the right man shows up. That is Magnet. This is not fantasy. This is Magnet. A 7-module system that rebuilds you from the inside out. Module 1, breaking attachment. Remember when he did not text and your stomach dropped? Module 1 changes that. Now you shrug and go live your life. Module 2, leaving toxic patterns. You learn to see red flags before they hook you. You walk away clean. Module 3, releasing the past. Your ex no longer lives in your head rent-free. You hear his name and feel nothing. Module 4, rewriting family scripts. You stop repeating your mother, you start choosing yourself. Module 5, building self-worth. You stop thinking I am not enough. You know your value and men feel it. Module 6, creating boundaries. You learn what you will and will not tolerate. No more chaos. Module 7, mastering attraction. You understand men. You read signals. You play the game with precision. Maya, 28, kept choosing charming but selfish men. After learning early red flags and rebuilding self-worth, she turned down a handsome but unreliable man on the second date. 2 weeks later, she met a quiet, consistent man who planned real dates and kept his word. She said, I did not chase. I was busy enjoying my life. He kept showing up. I have guided hundreds of women through this, women who were broken, clinging, exhausted. Women who gave everything and received nothing. Women who carried wounds from the past and felt unworthy. And step by step, they transformed. Women who were clinging became calm. Women who were chasing became chosen. Women who were breaking themselves became whole. They stopped carrying weight that was not theirs. They stopped proving. They stopped exhausting themselves for breadcrumbs. And the men around them noticed. Suddenly respect appeared. Suddenly effort appeared. Suddenly the right men showed up. Not because they changed the men, but because they changed their energy. And energy is everything, because that is the truth. For a woman, love is not about pressure. It is about energy. The more she pushes, the less she gets. The more she opens, the more she receives. That is the secret men will never tell you, but I will. Daria, 36, a single mother, believed no quality man would want her. She closed the past, rebuilt self-worth, and set clear rules. She began painting again, joined our community calls, and laughed more than she had in years. 3 months later, she met a divorced father who respected her boundaries and loved her art. She said, "I did less, I received more." And I want you to feel it, to stop carrying what is not yours, to stop proving and start enjoying, to stop breaking yourself for love and start loving yourself into wholeness. That is the magnet system. I have spent years living this, guiding women through retreats in Bali, hosting live events, speaking on stages, creating deep transformations face to face. I have shared content every single day. I have mentored one-on-one. I have built communities where women broke their patterns and rebuilt themselves. And now, everything I learned, everything that works, every method, every tool, every practice, I have put into one system. Magnet is the essence, the pure extract. No noise, no endless searching through books, overpriced trainings, or confusing advice. This is the juice, the structure, the shortcut, the exact steps, from exhausted to magnetic. And the best part, you can access it instantly from your home, one click, and you step into the same transformation women experience in retreats, mentorships, and live events. Magnet gives you everything in one place. The psychology, the practices, the roadmap, my live retreats, thousands of dollars. One-on-one mentorship, thousands more. But today, you can step into Magnet for $200 instead of $400. Right now, you are at a choice point. You can keep living the way you have been, chasing, exhausting yourself, wondering why nothing works, or you can step into Magnet today. Be magnetic.